Hey, what's up guys? It's John here. Thanks for coming back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that you cannot do when your tenant has withheld rent. And it can be anything along the lines of withheld rent. Withheld rent, you're about to go through an eviction process. Maybe you're having a disagreement with them. Maybe you and your tenant are at odds. You know that type of atmosphere when you feel like you have to go over and assert yourself, or you have to go over and get it done yourself. When you have that feeling going through your head, these are 5 things that you can't do. And we'll just say when your tenant has withheld rent. So number 1, you can't go and change the locks without your tenant's permission. I know it's very easy. It's very tempting to call up a locksmith. You know, you're gonna stick it to the tenant. You know, they can't get one past you, but don't do it. You can't go over there and change the locks without their permission, because you can't find yourself in legal trouble now. Number 2, threats. You can't start threatening the tenant. Just picture anything that you do. If you have to lay it all out in an open book, if you all have to eventually end up going to court. So be careful about your communication over the phone, and be careful with your written communication as well, because when it comes to you all having to go to court, those type of things can be subpoenaed and it'll be out there for everyone to see. So just be mindful. I would advise not even going over or talking to the tenant when you're super frustrated and super angry. You should have a level head, be professional, and ready to discuss whatever problem that you're having with a level head. So if you're angry and super mad, let the steam blow off for a few hours or a day or 2. Number 3 is harassment. And this may sort of blend in with threats, but even reaching out to them multiple times a day, or calling them multiple times a day, especially if they're at work, that can later come up as if you were harassing the tenant. So I would really be cautious of that. If you reach out to them a couple times, you leave a voicemail, you send an email, you send a text, you've gotten your point across, and you will later be able to share that, hey, I think the tenant from every angle. I sent a text, I sent an email, I sent a call, as well as a voicemail. So I'm pretty sure that the tenant knew that I was trying to reach out to them. But if you're just blowing them up, you know, that can come back to actually hurt you down the long run. Number 4 is, I'm surprised I have to still say it, but you know, you have people that will actually do it, and that's having the utilities cut off. So if Thanksgiving or December is coming up, don't think about having the heat cut off on them or anything, even though they should be controlling that. Vice versa, water, you can't go having things like that cut off just because you're trying to get back at the tenant. In court, that's going to come back to bite you. And number 5, which is actually a really important one, is just going over and entering the property without permission or without advance notice that's already been highlighted in your lease. So for example, maybe in your lease you have that the landlord has the right to enter the building for inspection purposes, but a 7-day notice have to be given to the tenant. So if you haven't been able to give that notice to the tenant, you can't just go over there barging in, and really that's for your safety as well. If you're at odds with the tenant and they don't know that you're coming over yet, that could lead to things that could be life-threatening. You don't know who's in the property with the tenant as well. You're also going over there with, you don't have any type of legal backing, no sheriff with you, anything like that. So I would really advise against that. So those are my top 5 things that I can think of, and this is just my list. If you have a different top 5, let me know. Please let me know, because that's going to turn my list into a 10-item list, or a 15-item list, or a 20-item list, and that's just enriching my education, because you're sharing with me some of your experiences that maybe I haven't shared, or that I haven't experienced yet, and it's going to help make me a better investor and a better landlord, and just flat out save my life if because there are things that I may not have thought about, and you're sharing it with me, so I'll know, like, hey, I gotta be on point. I can't do it that way. I gotta go the legal way. They chimed in with some good points, and now I can apply that to my arsenal. So if you enjoyed this video, which I hope that you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. We have a new video coming to you about real estate, business, online marketing, lifestyle every week. So I hope to see you next week.